Thanks for joining us today at the Flutter Buzz. It's that time of year that our plants are starting to go dormant and die back. So before mine are too dormant, I'm going to go and take cuttings that I'm going to try to root over the winter to expand my pollinator garden next year. This year I'm going to try an Aeroponics Cloner, which the Dewey Mister company at deweymister.com was nice enough to send us 2 cloner kits to help us in our propagation of pollinator plants this winter. You will be seeing his products in several of our upcoming videos, so stay tuned, and I will have a link to the website down in the description. So check out their website if you're interested in aeroponics cloning. You will need the following for this project: plant cuttings, 91% isopropyl alcohol, cleaning rag, trimmers, cloning gel, a Dewey Mister 14-port cloner kit, which comes with the cloner, air pump, and air hose, lid with plugs, and a Dewey Mister Aeroponics Mister. You'll also need an electrical outlet, a half a teaspoon measuring spoon, SLF 100 cloner enzyme, and distilled water. Our first step is to sanitize the trimmers that we're going to use to get our cuttings. I am using 91% alcohol in a spray bottle to make it easy. As it dries, it kills the germs and sanitizes the blade. Once I've sanitized my trimmers, I'll select the stem I want, in this case a passion flower. I'm snipping the tendrils away from the trellis so I can remove the stem, and I always cut my stems a little longer than what I'm going to need. Once I've collected my cuttings, I put them in a jar of water and save them until I'm ready to prepare them for cloning. Prepping cuttings is easy. First, you find the node and make a slight angled cut right below it. This is where the roots will grow from. Then you go and you trim all the leaves except for the top 1 or 2. The reason for this is to save the plant energy. It'll put forth its energy to grow roots instead of keeping all the leaves alive. If you get a cutting that has a flower, trim it off for the same reason. Putting your cloner together is easy. Just put the plugs in the holes in the lid. When you're finished with that, get your mister out. The mister has markings for the maximum and minimum water levels. I keep mine in between. You attach the air hose to the mister, and with the suction cup, attach it to the bottom of the bucket. Be sure it's firm so that it doesn't come loose. Next, we add the SLF 100 enzyme, which breaks down mineral buildups that can harm your product. It does not harm the plants. Next, you add the water, staying within the limits of the minimum and maximum levels. The red arrow shows the maximum level. Next, put on your lid, putting the hose inside the hose gap. It will keep your hose from kinking. Now it's time to put our cuttings in the cloner. First, we use cloning gel to help induce the roots to grow. I just dip the cutting in the gel. Once you've applied the gels, you find the bottom 2 nodes, and I put my plug above the second node. You slide the stem in, and it fits into the hole in the middle of the plug. Then place the plug into the cloner lid. Repeat with the rest of the plugs. Here is the cloner once the plugs are completely full. Now I plug it into the air pump. Here you see the Dewey Mister in action. And that's how you use a Dewey Mister Aeroponics Cloner. Stay tuned for future episodes on updates of the progress of these cuttings, and I will keep you informed in how they're doing. If you have any questions or comments, please leave those down below the video and I will answer them. Join us on Facebook and Instagram to get more great info about growing plants for pollinators throughout the winter season.